Good morning students. Today we will solve this problem. I have written whole problem on the board. We will solve these transactions and prepare journal here. But due to limited space, I will not write narration of every transaction. But you have to write the narration while solving in your notebook. Okay? We will pass here journal entries, and then from these journal entries we will post these journal entries into ledger accounts, various ledger accounts. Okay? So let's start. Here is the problem. Journalize the following transactions and post them into ledger. Here we will pass journal entries without narration. First, January 1st, sold goods to Rahul, rupees 15,000. See, this is a credit transaction because in this transaction Rahul, this is the party's name is given to whom the goods are sold. Then the entries of sale and for cash words are not involved in this sentence. So this is a credit transaction. Credit transaction will only be in the case of sale or purchase. Okay? So this is a credit transaction. As it is a credit transaction, there will be two accounts involved. That is Rahul's account because we are selling goods to Rahul, and second account will be sales account. Understood? And as we are selling goods to Rahul, Rahul is receiving the goods. Rahul's account will be debited. As Rahul is our debtor, that is customer, our asset increases, so Rahul's account will be debited. You can use traditional approach or modern approach with which you will be comfortable and pass the journal entry after deciding debit and credit. So first journal entry will be Rahul's account debit. His account is debited because we are selling goods to him, rupees 15,000. To sales account, rupees 15,000. Sales is our income and credit all gains and incomes, or as per modern approach, when income increases it should be credited. This is the first entry, and narration will be being the goods sold to Rahul or being the goods sold on credit. Okay? Now transaction on 5th January, cash sales rupees 20,000. This is cash transaction. And cash sales means goods sold for cash worth rupees 20,000. So two accounts will be involved here, that is cash account and sales account. We are selling goods for cash, so cash comes into the business. So cash account will be debited. As per traditional approach, cash account is real account and rule says that debit what comes in. Okay. Second account will be sales account. Sales account is our income, so it is nominal account, and rule of nominal account says that credit all gains and incomes. Okay, so the entry will be cash account will be debited and sales account will be credited. So the entry will be cash account debit 20,000 to sales account 20,000. Now next entry on 7th January, paid electricity expenses rupees 1,000. It means we are paying electricity bill for rupees 1,000. One account will be electricity expenses account and second account will be cash account. Electricity expenses are our expenses and second account will be cash account, which is our asset. Okay, so the entry will be electricity expenses account debit to cash account. You can use any approach, modern or traditional. You can see that electricity expenses are expenses, so this account should be debited and cash is going out, so cash account will be credited. So the entry will be electricity expenses account debit rupees 1000 to cash account rupees 1000. This will be the entry. Now the entry of 10th January, received from Rahul rupees 10,000. See here, on 1st January we have sold goods to Rahul worth rupees 15,000. From that amount Rahul is paying us rupees 10,000. It is not in full settlement. It is just a part payment. बघा 15,000 रुपयाचे गुड्स सोल्ड केले होते, त्यातले 10,000 रुपये राहुलकडून मिळत आहेत. सो तो पार्ट पेमेंट करतोय. 5,000 रुपये तर डिस्काउंट आपण देणार नाही आहोत. ओके, इट इज द लॉजिक बिहाइंड दॅट अँड फुल सेटलमेंट वर्ड्स आर नॉट इन द ट्रान्झॅक्शन. सो राहुल इज मेकिंग पार्ट पेमेंट हियर. As we are receiving 10,000 rupees from Rahul, two accounts will be involved in this entry, cash account and Rahul's account. Cash is coming into the business and Rahul is the giver. So entry will be cash account debit rupees 10,000 to Rahul's account rupees 10,000. And now the last entry, received commission rupees 1,000. Received commission rupees 1,000. So two accounts will be involved in this transaction, cash account and commission account. As we are receiving cash, again cash account will be debited and commission is our income, so commission account will be credited. So the entry will be on 12th January, cash account debit rupees 1,000 to commission account rupees 1,000. This is the last journal entry. You have to write the narrations and make the total after passing the journal entries in your notebook. Okay. From these journal entries, now we all know that we have to prepare ledger accounts. I have drawn here various ledger accounts. See, in first entry there will be Rahul's account and sales account. These are two accounts we have to draw. Then we have to draw cash account. We will not draw again sales account because sales account has been already prepared by us. Then next account will be electricity expenses account. Cash account पुन्हा आपण करणार नाही आहोत कारण cash account आपण या ठिकाणी ओपन केलेला आहे. त्यानंतर या दोन एंट्री, ही जी एंट्री आहे त्याच्यामधले दोन्ही अकाउंट्स आपण ऑलरेडी प्रिपेअर केलेले आहेत, राहुलचं अकाउंट आणि कॅश अकाउंट. त्यामुळे कोणताच अकाउंट प्रिपेअर करायचं नाहीये. या एंट्रीमध्ये सुद्धा कॅश अकाउंट परत प्रिपेअर करायचं नाहीये, आपल्याला प्रिपेअर करायचं आहे कमिशन अकाउंट. ओके, सो 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 we have to draw 5 ledger account. Okay, so here are the various ledger accounts. Let's post the entries now in ledger. Okay, now here first I will prepare cash account. Cash account has two sides, debit side and credit side. Then Rahul's account, then sales account. तुम्ही ओळीनीच अकाउंट ड्रॉ केले पाहिजे तसं काही नाहीये. मी पहिल्यांदा कॅश अकाउंट दिलाय कारण कॅश मध्ये एंट्रीज जास्त आहेत आणि हा जरा स्पेशल ड्रॉ केलाय मी, म्हणून सेल्स अकाउंट. त्यानंतर कॅश अकाउंट ऑलरेडी झालाय. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक्सपेन्सेस अकाउंट, त्यानंतर कमिशन अकाउंट. Every account has debit and credit sides. Debit and credit. Okay, now let's start. We will post every journal entry into ledger and then we will tally every ledger account. Okay, पोस्ट एंट्री नीट समजून घ्या. लेजर पोस्टिंग कसं करायचं आहे, इट्स व्हेरी इझी. आणि आपल्याला लेजर ऑल द टाइम प्रिपेअर करायचं आहे. त्यामुळे लेजर नीट समजणं खूप गरजेचं आहे. फर्स्ट एंट्री इज राहुल's account debit to sales account. First posting will be in Rahul's account and second posting will be in sales account. This is Rahul's account, this is sales account. राहुल's account मध्ये पण पोस्टिंग होणार आहे, सेल्स अकाउंट मध्ये पण पोस्टिंग होणार आहे, पण एकमेकांच्या विरुद्ध साईडला. ओके, सी हियर राहुल's account debit to sales account. So this is Rahul's account, this is debit side. Rahul's account debit to sales account means debit side of Rahul's account we have to write to sales account on 1st January. To sales account on 1st January rupees 15,000. Okay, this is the first posting of this transaction. Now second posting. मी मगाशीच तुम्हाला सांगितलंय की एंट्री राहुल's अकाउंट आणि सेल्स अकाउंट मध्ये होणार आहे, एकमेकांच्या विरुद्ध साईडला. सो आता सेकंड पोस्टिंग या डेबिट साईडची अपोजिट साईड म्हणजे क्रेडिट साईडला होणार आहे ऑब्विसली. फर्स्ट पोस्टिंग इज डेबिट साईड ऑफ राहुल's अकाउंट टू सेल्स अकाउंट मीन्स क्रेडिट साईड ऑफ सेल्स अकाउंट बाय राहुल's अकाउंट. सो वी राइट हियर बाय राहुल's अकाउंट rupees 15,000. Understood? Debit side of Rahul's account to sales account, it means credit side of sales account by Rahul's account. Okay, now second journal entry, cash account debit to sales account. We will post this journal entry using two accounts, that is cash account and sales account. Understood? First posting will be in cash account, second posting will be in sales account but in opposite side. Understood? Cash account debit to sales account means debit side of cash account we have to write to sales account on 5th January. So to sales account amount is rupees 20,000. Okay, now second posting, debit side of cash account to sales account means credit side of sales account by cash account. So here by cash account amount is 20,000. Okay, understood? See here in journal we have prepared LF column, that is page number of ledger, and in ledger we have prepared JF column, that is page number from journal. Okay, where this entry is passed. Now third entry, electricity expenses account debit to cash account. Two accounts are involved, so first posting will be in electricity expenses account and second posting will be in cash account. Understood? First posting, electricity expenses account debit to cash account means debit side of electricity expenses account we have to write to cash account on 7th January and the amount is rupees 1,000. There will be dash in JF column. Now second posting, debit side of electricity expenses account to cash account means credit side of cash account by electricity expenses account. So on 7th January by electricity expenses account rupees 1,000. Okay, so now the next entry of 10th January, cash account debit to Rahul's account. First posting will be in cash account, second posting will be in Rahul's account. Cash account debit to Rahul's account means debit side of cash account we have to write to Rahul's account. So on 10th January to Rahul's account and the amount is 10,000. Okay, now the second posting of this entry, debit side of cash account to Rahul's account means credit side of Rahul's account by cash account. Okay, and now the last entry, cash account debit to commission account. First posting will be in cash account, second posting will be in commission account. Cash account debit to commission account means debit side of cash account we have to write to commission account. Debit side of cash account to commission account. Amount is rupees 1000. Now second posting, debit side of cash account to commission account means credit side of commission account by cash account. Okay. In this way, we have to post every journal entry in ledger account. These are the entries in which two accounts are involved, and we have made posting of every journal entry into the ledger account. Now we will tally every ledger account one by one. First we will tally cash account. मी तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी टॅली कसं करायचं ते सांगितलेलं आहे. टॅली करणं हा कन्सेप्ट तराजू सारखा आहे, वेइंग मशीन. ज्या वेळेला आपण भाजी विकत घ्यायला जातो त्यावेळेला एका बाजूला 1000 ग्रॅमचं वजन म्हणजे 1 किलोचं वजन घातलं जातं. आपल्याला 1 किलो समजा कोबी हवा आहे, या बाजूला एक कोबीचा गड्डा टाकला जातो. इथे 1 किलो म्हणजे 1000 ग्रॅम्स वजन आहे. या ठिकाणच्या कोबीचं वेट जर 600 ग्रॅम्स झालं तर देअर विल बी डिफरन्स ऑफ 400 ग्रॅम्स. अँड टू टॅली विथ 1000 ग्रॅम वी हॅव टू drop more kobi in this side of 400 grams, so it will be tallied. Okay, this concept is used while tallying every ledger account. प्रत्येक लेजर अकाउंट टॅली करताना आपल्याला बघायचे जास्त टोटल कोणत्या बाजूचे आणि कमी टोटल कोणत्या बाजूचे. या बाजूला बघा, डेबिट टोटल इज 31,000 अँड क्रेडिट टोटल इज 1000. सो मोठी अमाउंट 31,000 आहे. सो वी हॅव टू राईट हियर 31,000 and here 31,000. Total of debit side is already 31,000. Now we have to make total of credit side 31,000. For that the difference between 31,000 and 1,000 is 30,000. So here we have to write the difference, that is 30,000, so that credit total will also be 31,000. And this difference return is known as balance. On January 31st, because 31st January is the last day of January, so on January 31st by balance we will write by balance carried down. Okay, बघा, डेबिट टोटल 31,000 आहे, क्रेडिट टोटल 1,000 आहे, डिफरन्स इज 30,000. मोठी टोटल आपण दोन्हीकडे लिहिली आहे आणि डिफरन्स ज्या बाजूची टोटल कमी आहे त्या बाजूला लिहिला आहे बॅलन्स म्हणून, आणि त्याला नाव दिले बाय बॅलन्स कॅरीड डाऊन. इट शोज दॅट कॅश अकाउंट कॅरीज ए डेबिट बॅलन्स ऑफ ₹30,000. आपण जरी बाय बॅलन्स क्रेडिटला लिहिलेलं असलं तरी याचं मिनिंग आहे डेबिट बॅलन्स आहे कॅश अकाउंटचा 30,000, बिकॉज डेबिट साईड इज मोर अँड क्रेडिट साईड इज लेस. ओके, म्हणजे डेबिट साईडमध्ये 30,000 रुपीज एक्सेस आहेत असा त्याचा अर्थ होतो. सो असं म्हटलं जातं की कॅश अकाउंट कॅरीज डेबिट बॅलन्स ऑफ ₹31,000. Understood? Now the second account, Rahul's account. This account is very easy to tally because debit total is 15,000, credit total is 10,000. The big amount is 15,000, so we have to write 15,000 here and here as total. Now difference in 15,000 and 10,000 is 5,000, and we have to write this difference here to make the total of credit side of also 15,000, and this difference will be on 31st March by balance carried down. Okay, समजते तुम्हाला? आता सेल्स अकाउंट. सेल्स अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडची टोटल 35,000 आहे, डेबिट साईडची टोटल 0 आहे. दोन्हीचा डिफरन्स 35,000 and 0. 35,000 minus 0 means difference is 35,000. As the big amount is 35,000, we will write here 35,000. ओके. आता डिफरन्स कमी टोटल असलेल्या बाजूला लिहायचा आहे. कमी टोटल 0 म्हणजे या बाजूचे, तर इथे आपण लिहिणार आहोत 35,000. हा बॅलन्स इथे लिहिल्यानंतर या साईडची टोटल पण 35,000 झाली असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. आणि याला जानेवारीच्या 31st आपण नाव देणार आहोत टू बॅलन्स कॅरीड डाऊन. ओके. इट मीन्स sales account carries credit balance of rupees 35,000 because credit total is more. Now electricity expenses account. Debit total is 1,000, credit total is 0. So 1,000 is the big amount. We have to write on both the sides 1,000, 1,000. Difference between 1,000 and 0 is 1,000. We will write the difference here. And on 31st January, the heading will be by balance carried down. Okay. It means electricity expenses account carries debit balance of rupees 1,000. Now commission account. Credit total is 1,000, debit total is 0, big total is 1,000 and difference between these totals is 1,000. So we will write the total 1,000, 1,000 and here we will write the balance on 31st January, two balance carried down. It means commission account carries credit balance of rupees 1,000. Okay. In this way, first from these transactions we have prepared journal without narration because of limited space, and then we have posted every entry into ledger account, and then we have tallied every account one by one. Okay. अशा प्रकारे तुम्हाला प्रत्येक जर्नल एंट्रीचं लेजरमध्ये पोस्टिंग करावं लागतं. लेजर इज अ प्रिन्सिपल बुक. आपण आता नवीन शिकायला सुरुवात केली आफ्टर जर्नल. सो जर्नल एंट्रीमधल्या प्रत्येक एंट्रीचं पोस्टिंग आपण लेजरमध्ये करणार आणि मग लेजर अकाउंट टॅली करणार. ओके. दॅट्स ऑल. आत्ताच मी तुम्हाला काही एंट्रीचं पोस्टिंग करून दाखवलं लेजर अकाउंटमध्ये. आता मी तुम्हाला कंबाइंड एंट्रीज मीन्स कंपाऊंड एंट्रीज ज्या असतात, इन विच एंट्रीज मोर दॅन 2 अकाउंट्स आर इन्व्हॉल्ड, त्या एंट्रीचं पोस्टिंग कसं करायचं लेजर अकाउंटमध्ये ते फक्त एक्सप्लेन करते. I have taken only 3 transactions because I can draw limited ledger accounts, and now I am not preparing detailed journal here. I will pass every entry here and then I will show you how to post it into the ledger. Okay. So I will write the entries in short here. You have to prepare properly journal with narration in your notebook. Now see, first on February 1st good entry is purchase goods rupees 10,000 at 5% cash discount. As cash discount is given in this entry, there will be 3 accounts. First account will be purchases account, second account will be cash account because this is a cash transaction as party's name is not given, आणि फॉर क्रेडिट असं पण सांगितलेलं नाहीये, आणि कॅश डिस्काउंट आहे त्यामुळे डिस्काउंट अकाउंट. त्यामुळे पर्चेसेस अकाउंट, कॅश अकाउंट आणि डिस्काउंट अकाउंट असे 3 अकाउंट्स या एंट्रीमध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व होतील. We have to calculate 5% discount on 10,000. As I told you, after cancelling 10, we get 10% amount, that is 1,000, and half of 10% will be 5,000. So discount will be 500. So we are purchasing goods worth rupees 10,000, and we are giving cash after deducting 500 rupees discount. That is, we are paying rupees 9,500. Okay. So 3 accounts are involved here. First account is purchases account. We are purchasing goods. So purchases, that is our expenses, are increasing as per modern concept, or purchases are our expenses as per traditional concept. Debit all expenses and losses. So we have to debit purchases account. Then we have to credit cash account because cash goes out, credit what goes out. And here we have to credit the discount account because this discount is our gain, as we are purchasing goods worth rupees 10,000 but paying cash rupees 9,500 only. So this discount received by us rupees 500 will be our gain, and as per nominal accounts rule, credit all gains are income. So discount received account will be credited in this entry. So here I will pass first entry, then I will pass second entry and third entry, and then I will show you posting. First entry on January 1st, entry will be purchases account debit. Amount will be 10,000. To cash account 9,500, and to discount received account amount will be 500. Okay, in this way we will pass the first entry in this problem. Now the second entry of 5th page, sold goods costing rupees 15,000 at 4% cash discount. This entry is of sale, so one account will be sales account as we are selling goods. Second account will be cash account as this is a cash transaction, and third account will be of discount allowed account, means discount given account. Understood? Because while selling goods to the customer, we are allowing discount to him at 4% for cash payment, cash discount. 4% of this amount. And this is a trick. When we cancel 2 zeros, we will get 1% amount, that is 150. And when we multiply by 4 to 1% amount, that is 150 into 4, we will get 4%. बघा 15,000 ची 2 zeros कॅन्सल केली की 1% अमाउंट येते 150, 150. 1% अमाउंटला 2 नी गुणलं तर 2% करतील, किती ते 3 नी गुणलं तर 3% करतील, 4 नी मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर 4% करतील. So we will multiply by 4 to 150. So the discount will be rupees 600. 150 into 4. So while selling the goods, we are selling goods for rupees 15,000 to the customer, but we are taking cash from him after deducting 600 rupees discount. So the customer will pay us only rupees 14,400 in this transaction. Okay, 3 accounts will be involved: sales account, cash account and discount allowed account. Now here, as cash comes in, cash account is real account. Rule says that debit what comes in, so cash account will be debited. In this transaction, discount allowed is our loss because we are getting less amount. We are selling goods for rupees 15,000 and we are getting 14,400 rupees only. So this discount allowed is our loss. Discount allowed is nominal account and rule says that debit all expenses and losses. So discount allowed account will also be debited, and third account, that is sales account, will be credited. Okay, so the entry will be cash account debit rupees 14,400 as we are receiving 14,400 cash. Discount allowed account debit rupees 600. To sales account 15,000. This will be the entry of second transaction. Okay, and now I will show you third entry here so that we can see 3 entries at a time. Paid rent rupees 2,000 and salary rupees 1,000. So 3 accounts will be involved. As we are paying rent, first account will be rent account. As we are paying salary, second account will be salary account, and we are paying it in cash. कारण बाय चेक असं सांगितलेलं नाहीये, so we are paying cash obviously. So third account will be cash account. Rent account and salary account are nominal account. They will be debited as per traditional concept. Nominal accounts rule says that debit all expenses and losses. Or if we use modern approach, then rent and salary are expenses. They are increasing expenses should be debited. Third account, cash account, it will be credited because as per traditional approach, cash goes out. Cash account is real account. Rule says that credit what goes out. So cash account will be credited. Or if you use modern approach, cash is our asset and after payment of rent and salary our cash decreases, so decrease in asset will be credited. Okay, so entry will be rent account debit by rupees 2000, salary account will be debited, debit by rupees 1000, and to cash account, amount in credit column will be total of these expenses, that is rupees 3000. Okay, you have to pass the journal entries properly by drawing the journal, and you have to write the narration also in your notebook. Now from these entries we have to prepare 7 accounts, I think so. See, one will be purchases account, one will be cash account, 1, 2 discount receipt account, 3. We will not prepare cash account again. So here is 4th account discount allowed account, 5th account sales account, 6th account rent account, 7th account salary account. Okay, so I will write one by one the names of the accounts. First I will write cash account, as there is a more space in cash account. I need more space in cash account, so here cash account, then purchases account, then discount received account, then in this entry discount allowed account and sales account. So here I will write discount allowed account, discount allowed account, here I will write sales account, आणि इथे मी आणखी 2 अकाउंट्स ड्रॉ केलेले आहेत, रेंट अकाउंट आणि सॅलरी अकाउंट. It is not possible to pass more entries and show the problem as well as full journal and many accounts on the board. Okay, so we have drawn 7 accounts. Okay, here I have drawn 7 accounts. Cash account, purchases account, discount received account, discount allowed account, sales account, rent account and salary account. Now one by one we will make posting into the ledger account of these combined entries. See here, first entry. In first entry there are 3 accounts. So आपल्याला posting पण तिन्ही account ला करायचं आहे. One posting will be in purchases account and other postings will be in cash account and discount received account. Understood? Purchases account debit 10,000, to cash account 9,500, to discount received account 500. This is the combination of 2 journal entries. One entry will be purchases account debit to cash account 9,500 and second entry will be purchases account debit to discount received account 500. Okay. Now see how to write. Purchases account debit 10,000 to cash account to discount received account. First we will make posting in purchases account and cash account, and then we will post in purchases account and discount received account. First posting will be purchases account debit to cash account, means debit side of purchases account you have to write to cash account. And the amount will be 9,500. Okay. Now second posting, debit side of purchases account to cash account, means credit side of cash account by purchases account. $9,500. Now this posting, purchases account debit to discount received account, means debit side of purchases account to discount received account. And the amount will be 500. And now the second posting, debit side of purchases account to discount received account, means credit side of discount received account by purchases account, rupees 500. Okay. Purchases account च्या डेबिट साइडला टू कॅश आणि टू डिस्काउंट, त्याचं सेकंड पोस्टिंग. कॅश अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साइडला बाय पर्चेसेस 9,500, डिस्काउंट रिसीव्डच्या क्रेडिट साइडला बाय पर्चेसेस 500. नाउ द सेकंड एंट्री. कॅश अकाउंट, डिस्काउंट अलाउड अकाउंट अँड सेल्स अकाउंट या तिन्ही अकाउंटला पोस्टिंग होणार आहे. कॅश अकाउंट डेबिट, डिस्काउंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स अकाउंट. ओके, सो cash account debit to sales account. First posting will be debit side of cash account to sales account on 5th Feb to sales account and the amount coming is 14,400. So 14,400 cash account च्या debit side ला to sales account 14,400. Now the second posting, debit side of cash account to sales account means credit side of sales account by cash account. Okay, now this entry, discount allowed account debit to sales account means debit side of discount allowed to sales account and amount will be of discount, that is 600. Now second posting, debit side of discount allowed account to sales account means credit side of sales account by discount allowed account. $600. Understood? Now this entry, rent account debit, salary account debit to cash account means first debit side of rent account to cash account 2,000. Debit side of rent account to cash account, amount of rent is 2,000. Second posting, debit side of rent account to cash account means credit side of cash account by rent account. Amount is 2,000. Now salary account debit to cash account means debit side of salary to cash account 1,000. Debit side of salary to cash account 1,000. Second posting, debit side of salary account to cash account means credit side of cash account by salary account. Amount is 1,000 means total amount is going out 2,000 and 1,000, that is rupees 3,000. Okay, now we have completed the posting of 3 journal entries and now we have to tally the ledger account. मी आत्ताच तुम्हाला लेजर अकाउंट टॅली कसे करायचे ते शिकवलेले आहे. सो नाउ इट्स युअर जॉब, यू हॅव टू फर्स्ट पास द journal entries properly in your notebook with narration. Then you have to draw all these accounts and make posting of all the journal entries in these accounts, and then you have to tally all these ledger accounts on your own. If there is any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, that's all for today.